Hello and welcome. Welcome to another episode of Lunch with Lisa. I'm Lisa Warner. I am the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing and creator of Lunch with Lisa. To be able to share some of the knowledge that I have discovered when I healed myself from cancer naturally without using the medical model. So today I wanted to talk about sickness, breaking the barrier. So there was a time in our history when nobody had broken the 4-minute mile. Everybody kept trying to break that 4-minute mile. And then one day, a guy named Roger Bannister came along and broke the 4-minute mile. And as soon as he broke the 4-minute mile, then all kinds of other people started running a mile in under 4 minutes. There was just this barrier that had been preventing people from being able to do that. So just imagine being a runner in that time where nobody had broken that 4-minute mile. And just imagine, what are some of the things that would have created a barrier? What would have prevented you from being able to break that barrier if you were a runner and wanted to break that barrier, right? Thoughts, beliefs. Well, nobody's ever done that before. Maybe it's not possible. Maybe it's not humanly possible. Maybe it'll never happen. Maybe others will be able to do it, but I can't. These are all some of the thought patterns that would prevent someone from breaking that barrier. But then there were those few that's like, I know I can do this. I know I can. And Roger Bannister was one of those who said, I know I can do this. And he practiced until he did it. So why am I sharing that story? What relevance does that have? Well, when I learned how to heal myself from cancer naturally without using the medical model, I realized that there is a big barrier between us and our health. And this big barrier does not need to be there. Just like the 4-minute mile barrier didn't need to be there. It was there. But then once somebody broke through it, the barrier was now no longer valid. And now, probably, I don't follow it, but probably now, if you can't run under a 4-minute mile, you probably can't make an Olympic team. Just guessing. Right? So that barrier does not exist anymore. So why do we still have the barrier of disease and people dying, right? Barrier, one who buries, something that buries us. We need to break through the barrier, the thing that is killing us needlessly. The entire idea that cancer is a killer disease or that diseases are out to get us. It's a barrier. It's killing us. We have to stop allowing this barrier to exist because it's not true. We're not being told the truth about our bodies. And the truth is that if one person can heal themselves naturally without using the medical model from some disease, no matter what the label of the disease is, it means that we can all do it. There's nothing particularly special about me. What I can do, you can do too. I can heal my body from any disease, cancer, whatever you want to call it, doesn't make any difference. A dis-ease is a dis-ease. Simply, your body's out of balance because you've been out of balance. You've been under stress. You've been struggling. You've been worrying about something. Our bodies respond to our consciousness. And when we're worried, stressed, afraid, living in constant unease, our bodies respond. Our cells try to help us through the problem. Our bodies are not sick. They're not being attacked by diseases. It's not what's happening. We have to look beyond the surface. We have to stop believing the stories that we are being told because they're the barrier. They're the stories that kill us. Our bodies are not what kills us. It's our fears, our doubts. It's the stories of I'm not okay. We have to stop telling the stories of I'm not okay. And we have to start telling the stories of our infinite okayness, because who we truly are is non-physical beings. We can't be not okay. It's impossible for us to be not okay. We are created in divine perfection, created by Creator, Source, God itself. God thinking that we are a good idea, creating us in divine perfection to explore itself in the form of us. We are each source itself, the mind of God itself, if you will, exploring itself in the form of me, you, 7 or 8 billion other people on this planet, all of the in the form of trees, animals, plants, water, butterflies, fish. One source consciousness exploring itself in infinite iterations. We are all that divine perfection. We can't be not okay. There can't be anything wrong with us, yet we have free will. We can tell that story. And we can play that story out as if it is real. It becomes our experience. The story that we tell becomes our experience. So when we're telling the story of I'm not okay, that becomes our experience. And then we use our experience to say, see, it's true, I'm not okay. When you tell a different story, you get a different result. And when we stop believing the mainstream medical stories that are being told to us of our not okayness, we start looking beyond the surface. We start looking within. We start finding our okayness. We start realizing that our bodies are on our side. Our bodies are literally trying to show us our okayness. Our bodies are constantly responding to our consciousness. And when we're telling the story of I'm not okay, our body forms itself into I'm not okay. And when we start telling the story of I'm perfectly fine, When we tell the story of our well-being, our bodies take on that form. But when we believe all the stories of you're being attacked by a killer disease, we simply play that story out and it becomes our experience. And then we use the experience to validate the story. Say, yep, see, here it is. This is what's true. It's not true, but it becomes your experience. Are you ready to break the barrier? Are you ready to stop allowing diseases to bury us, to kill us? Are you ready to break through that consciousness barrier? The barrier of I'm not okay, the barrier of I'm sick, there's something wrong with me, I have a disease. Are you ready to break that barrier? Are you ready to get rid of it? Just like there is no longer the 4-minute mile barrier. It doesn't exist anymore because time and time and time again, hundreds, thousands of people have run under a 4-minute mile. So there is no barrier anymore. There never was. It was only a belief that there's a barrier. Are you ready to break the barrier of sickness and disease? Are you ready to see what I see? Our infinite okayness. Our bodies are working exactly as they are designed to function. There is not a single thing wrong with any of our bodies, even when they are displaying signs that the medical model calls sickness and disease. Every single thing our bodies do is meaningful. They're doing it on purpose. They're doing it with reason and intelligence. We simply have to turn around the way we're looking at our bodies and start to understand that our bodies are supporting us 24/7 and that there's nothing wrong with our bodies. And that when the symptoms appear, that's actually the symptoms of healing. Our bodies are restructuring themselves. When our bodies restructure themselves, it can be painful, it can be messy. It can look like fever, cough, aches, pains, congestion, vomit, diarrhea. It can even look like a heart attack or a stroke. But we don't have to continue to live in misery with our bodies. Franny, ready to 86 that, exactly. You got it. Let's break the barrier. Let's break through the consciousness barrier that is preventing us from simply seeing our well-being. That's preventing us from embodying our infinite okayness. If you're ready to break through that barrier, please feel free to reach out. I help my clients with that every single day. Clients constantly breaking through the barrier, seeing their infinite okayness, healing their bodies naturally by knowing themselves back to health, creating the health that they desire by embodying their infinite okayness. Are you ready to start bringing yourself back to well-being without pills and shots and co-pays and waiting, without having to file insurance claims, because you can simply assure your own health naturally 24/7, anytime you want, no waiting, no copay, no prescriptions. You have that ability. We all have that ability. but we have to break the barrier. We have to bust through and see what's on the other side, to see the health that is ours naturally. If you need assistance with this, please reach out. You can find me at connectingyou2you.com. You can find me on Facebook in my group, Soul Sourced Healing. Please come play with me. Reach out if you'd like to schedule a connection call to find out how I can help you. Please do that. Free consultation. All right. I look forward to connecting with you and connecting you to you. Thanks for joining me today. If this was helpful, please share it. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. If you'd like, go to connectingyou2you.com, subscribe to my newsletter. Once a month, that's it. No nasty spamming in your inbox, just good information once a month. So thanks for joining me today. Until next week, create for yourselves a great week. Bye for now.